Hey everybody, welcome back to Gaming with ADHD, and today we are taking a look at another Mutant Chronicles Siege of the Citadel unboxing. This time we're looking, as you can see on the screen, at the board game Addons Bundle. This was a collection of a variety of different stretch goals and add-ons that were combined into one lower price. And so we'll take a look at it, see what they've got, and get some detail on these miniatures. As you can see, I've got a two-camera setup that I'm trying out. So obviously, leave some comments. Let me know what you think, if it's better than what I've been putting out previously, and we'll go from there. So, as you can see, obviously it's got the same, just plain brown box with the printing on the outside. I do hope that these contents come to retail eventually, but obviously that's not under my control. So, as we open it up, we've obviously got lots of cards and a few miniatures. Let's see. I've got a unfortunately broken Dark Legion turret, but it's a nice clean break, and so my suspicion is that that will actually glue back together pretty easily, pretty safely. We'll get out the other one to get some detail shots on. So, this is our Dark Legion turret. I'm not sure if it was cast as one piece or just assembled later, but really like the look, really like the detail on this. So I believe combined with the Dark Legion box, it'll actually get you quite a few of those turrets, so you don't have to use just tokens for those. Let's take a look at the cards, because there are characters in the models that I am not sure what they are yet, and I think I can figure them out by the cards. So we'll take a look at that real quick in this first pack. All right, looks like this is the mission generator add-on. So that is, looks like most of the deck, starting with the layout cards. So different layouts and special rules. So as we can see on this one, increase the number of rounds by 1. Looks like that's the only special rule that they have on those. Next card is the tiles. And so it gives you 2 tiles per card. Not exactly sure how they're numbered, but it does look like these are just... Okay, so that's 8 cards. So that is just the cards for the tiles that you get out of the core set, not any of the expansions. And then we've got objective cards. Okay, so these are full missions. Mission time limit. What to do if the mission's completed or lost. Hack and slash. Get out of there. Let's see, we've got 4. We've got 8 of those as well. And then we've got optional rules. So we'll do probably have to do a review on how to use these once I figure it out. But again, looks like, well, it looks like 9 of these. the events list. Okay, so this is for the Dark Legion player to set up their deck for events, which is basically the game timer. We've got 9 of those cards. And then we've got the Dark Legion resource cards. Alright. And again, 9 of those. Alright, cool. So that's just the mission generator deck. Oh, this is neat. I was looking around at the PDFs that are available through the Pledge Manager because I was kind of wondering what had happened to some stuff. And I had noticed this, but now I do see that they actually gave the cards for that. So what this is cards for characters that were put out in the Warzone miniatures game. I believe they are... Well, the last miniatures game was put out by Protoss, I believe. And then... but then there was also the one from Target years ago. Not the department store, but the original creator of Mutant Chronicles. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it looks like about 9 cards. I'm not going to count them all. For 6 of the available factions, the 5 main corporations and the Brotherhood. So we got Bauhaus, Capital, Cybertronic, Mishima, Imperial. Oh, sorry, didn't realize I didn't have that in the camera. And Brotherhood. Okay. But effectively what that does is instead of just the characters either from the core box or any of the expansions, it allows you to run those additional characters. So basically, expanding on what characters are available for the game, and I really like that they did that. I mean, obviously, for a game that's or a game world or a game universe that's 30-ish years old, that's a lot of potential characters. So we've got Sean DeMarto. Okay, so Sean DeMarto and Major Tang. Looks like these are sort of what you would call kind of like an NPC. So his rule says, is controlled by the first corporation acting each round. So, and same with Major Tang. So that's actually kind of cool that they put these generic characters in. And I now know who those miniatures are. We've got card for Cardinal Durand, the 17th. And looks like a bunch of special cards for him. And rank cards. Realize that I'm not getting a lot of this in the camera, so I apologize. Then we've got rank cards for Cardinal Durand. That'll be interesting to look at. And then we've got cards for the Tsarina. She is part of the White Star faction. Basically, Russians left on Earth. Special cards for her. Special rank deck for her. And then the last pack of cards for the add-on bundle is the Imperial Regia. Her cards, her rank decks. Okay. So it looks like these can be run as, or first glance without reading the rules, these look like they can be run as characters as part of a faction. But obviously, we'll learn more later. All right. All right, so this one was Major Tang. So, flat base, no texture, no detail on that. A little disappointed, especially after seeing all of the bad guys and what they come with. Got a couple big guns, giant sword. Try and get some better detail on that. Got some detail there on the shoulder pad. Can't tell if that's... Wow, my old eyes are fighting me on this. I can't tell if that's Mishima or Imperial or somebody else. But overall, pretty good. Pretty good detail on all the little features, even on the face. We've got Sean Diarmato. Looks like he's some sort of a reporter. He's got an old flashbulb camera. Microphone, it looks like. Going back to what I'm assuming is a recording device. Now, for those that aren't familiar with Mutant Chronicles very much, it's considered what a diesel punk universe. So, which is interesting because they still have spaceships, they still have computers, but basically the Dark Legion has corrupted all of the high-tech stuff. So that's why, yeah, you see things like the flashbulb camera. All right, we've got the Imperial Regia here. Again, flat base. This one's colored to match the faction. Fairly simple on the cloak. Little bit more detail going down the edge. The face could be a little better, but the face is really small on this one. So, probably come out very well with a wash. Then we've got our Zarina. Some nice detail on the bodice there. Of course, a giant sword. Looks like a skull detail. Which is nice to have at least a little bit of detail since it's just a flat base. Not a great glue job there, but overall, I think that'll hide pretty well when putting a paint job on. And then we've got Cardinal Durand of the Brotherhood. So basically, it's sort of like a Crusader, priest kind of faction. Basically the opposite of the Dark Legion. Got some good detail on this guy as well. His face is really good. Can't really get the camera to focus on it, but it's a fine detail, but you can see his mouth, everything. Overall, really good on that one. All right, so that's our first layer. If I can get that out. All right, we've got a package of tiles. Surprise, the collector's edition book. Take a look at that in a second after we look at the tiles. I can open them. All right, this looks like it's tiles 67, 68, 69, and 70. I really like the detail that they put on these. It's not too simple. Sometimes it's a little bit much going on, but not anything that I'd be upset over. But overall, they're really good. I really like the printing on it. The colors came out really well. But yeah, overall, these are really nice. All right, now for the final piece. We've got the collector's edition book, which I will admit, I did pull this out of the box, but then put it back in, for the unboxing, just so you could see how it actually came out. I definitely want to do a deeper review of this book, but this is a really, really good book. There are a couple of issues that I have, but overall nothing too serious. The colors are all done really well. The main issue that I would have is this text right here. They use a very thin font on it, and again, my old eyes, it's a little difficult to read, but it's not horrible. I haven't gotten into the main official rulebook that actually comes with the starter box, or I should say the core box. So, I mean, this book is literally just a compilation of all of the PDFs, all of the rule books for everything that they put out for this game. The crossover book, so that you could actually run an RPG campaign using all of the contents. These are all the characters for that. And just all of the missions, the special guest missions, the expansion pack rule books. Like, they literally put everything into here. They put in the novella. There's a lot. But overall, outside of my complaint about the font size, I really don't have a lot of complaints about this book. It's the hardcover, the fact that they went with a matte finish on the pages instead of a glossy finish. I really, really like it. Makes it really easy to read. This book alone made the add-on bundle worth it. I'm very, very happy with this book. The last thing that I really liked that they added is the development diary. And it's not just a development diary for this version of the game. They talk about the origins of Mutant Chronicles. I like that they just did this little talk about how they developed the logo for Mutant Chronicles, the additional or the development of the original game, concept art from the original game, concept art from just Mutant Chronicles in general, and then just a big gallery of color pictures that have mostly been used for the source books for the role-playing game. But they've got some great art, and the fact that they show that off and let everybody see it, I'm really, really happy that they put that in. So, that is the contents of the board game add-on bundle. If if you got it, congratulations. If you just got some of the individual pieces, I hope you got a good preview of what you're going to be getting in your package. But overall, really, really happy with this, and I'm excited to start getting in and playing with some of it. So, leave a comment if you like what we have, or if you had any questions. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and we will talk to you next time. Thank you.